One of the long-term themes that I continue to be very confident on over the long term, other than alternative energy and the infrastructure for AI software, is the biotech, pharma, genomics industry. There's some doubt right now among bankers and investors, and even in the stock market, about how near term the hyperscalers are going to get profitability from their investments in AI. Everybody's like, where's the ROI? Where's the return on investment come in? Because they're looking for it over the long term, but they're investing so much money in these data centers that they need to see some profitability come really soon, because the investments have just been incredible. And Ilya Sutskever, he's one of the pioneers of AI machine learning. He's been doing it for lives, and he just gave a really big interview this week on his thoughts on the future, and he was pretty bearish on scaling. Like, he basically said that if you increase the size of the model 100 times, or you increase the compute, they call it compute, where it's just the size of the data center. If you increase it 100 times, you may not get an AI that's that much better. But so far, the scaling laws have proven true. But there's been just different ways that they're going about the breakthroughs. So that was not exactly a bullish thing for the AI, for the hyperscalers. And what we've seen recently is there's been a divergence with the big tech and this biotech ETF like XBI, IBB. Let's look at this chart. The XBI ETF, XBI just continues to break out. It's had incredible relative strength, and it just broke over a longer term level here. This is a multi-year level. The last time it was up here was back in 2020. So it's back at its 2020 levels, which a lot of stocks haven't got back to that even. And in the near term here, look at the relative strength. The overall market's been kind of waffling a lot more here and even down lately, but the relative strength is just how it performs versus the overall market, like the Nasdaq or the S&P 500, basically the major stock market people talk about. So it's just incredible day after day here. It's continuing, and it's just a lot of momentum, and it just keeps making new breakout highs. And I'm really bullish on this. And IDB is the other one. It's kind of the same as XBI. And then the other one is ARKG. This one's the genomics, more the genomics companies and more of the ones involved with AI. I think this one's going to do really well in the long term. It's got it doesn't have momentum right now because it hasn't broken above the October high, but over the long term, I really like this one too because it has a lot of the AI companies involved with drug discovery like Tempest and all of those. So I like that one. I think the market's telling us something here, that the market is telling us that the winner is going to be these alternative energy, like solar has been doing really well, and these genomics, drug discovery, pharma, they're going to continue to do well with AI. If there's one place that AI is going to really help for sure, and they're going to get ROI in the near term, it's going to be in biotech and pharma. There've already been drugs discovered. They found a bacteria resistant drug with AI, because what AI is good at is processing lots of information really fast, and that just speeds up the whole industry, because that's what the industry needs. The industry has to process a lot of data, so it's just been the perfect fit for AI. Another pretty recent catalyst was the FDA announced not that long ago, I think it was a year or less ago, that the FDA is gonna fast track AI drug discovery companies that are using AI for drug discovery and pharma. So they're gonna fast track that. So the government's on board too, and the government's been a lot more involved pushing AI lately. And I think this industry has a lot of growth going forward. The compound annual growth rate projected for the genomics industry I've seen up as far as 50% CAGR, which is really strong growth. Like, a good growth industry is like 20% or something. That's like, but so there's going to be a lot of growth coming over the years.